This is Sandra Lusty here, Perfect Detail, on the Professional Tips series. This is the woman you want to talk to about doing speeches. So Karen, tell us a little bit about what you do.
I'm a communications consultant, Sandra, and in that I help people with their speeches. It can be for work, it can be for weddings, it can be for anything really. And when people have a presentation to give, usually there's some nerves around it or how best to structure it. And that's where I come in. I'll help them go through perhaps the writing of it, the structure, and help practice them. And what I perhaps give them is the belief that they can do it. Because a lot of us, we always think, oh, I can't do it, or how's it going to come across? And just having somebody there to say, yes, that's perfect, that works really well, can give you that confidence to actually go out and do it. It's also important about the time. Find out from the groom, how long have I got?
Yes.
If he says 5 minutes, well then that's roughly, write out 500 to 700 words, and that should be enough. And what people tend to be, if they're really nervous, they get up and they rattle through their speech so fast. They've worried about their speech coming up to that point. They deliver it really quickly, and the audience don't get a chance to actually enjoy what they've put so much time into. So I'd say slow it down. Practice. Write out your speech. Have the opening. I would say memorize the opening. Know that really well, and the conclusion. If you practice it really well, know the opening, then you can look around the room, make eye contact, make that connection with your audience. You can then read the body of your speech, which could be the 3-4 minutes, and then the conclusion. If you finish on something about the day, about the couple, something really uplifting about them, and it means everybody, remembers your speech for all the right reasons. It's a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling about this lovely couple, and you memorise that. And again, if you've memorised it, you can then again make eye contact with your audience, and you make that connection again. And that's prepare, practice in front of the mirror, or practice in front of a few friends. Do it, see how your jokes land with a few friends.
Very important.
And when you get laughter, let the audience actually laugh. Hold back. Pause you and let them laugh. That's them sort of interacting with you, and then move on for the rest of your speech. So it's prepare, practice, and pause. 3 P's for a perfect presentation for your wedding speech.
That's very useful. That's very, very useful. And on that, Karen, around the use of humour, I'm sure there's a fine line that people have to tread about what's funny and what's a little bit too far. What could somebody say that would be just a little bit too far for a wedding speech?
If we're talking about the best man, for instance, he's going to know the groom more so than the bride. And same with half the people in the audience. They're going to know the groom perhaps, and they won't know the bride. Or the people who know the bride won't know the groom. So if you're going into a particularly personal story about the groom, it could be embarrassing for him. So I'd say keep it general. We've all had various experiences in our life that have been funny. And so if you can keep to more general stories that are funny, humorous, rather than to humiliate the groom. I suppose avoid past relationships. This day is about this couple, not about other relationships. So keep it focused on the couple. So avoid those pitfalls of, black humour, swear words. Keep them out. Grannies in the audience, perhaps. And keep it clean and respectful.
Tell us, Karen, how do people conquer their nerves? How do you help people conquer the nerves of standing up? Even they've done the preparation, they've written it out, and they still might feel a little bit nervous. What can you help them with there? Any tips for that?
Your body views stress and excitement in a very similar way. And so when you feel that, I'm getting really stressed or anxious about the upcoming big day, you can actually you can reprogram your mind to say, actually, I'm really excited about this. And give yourself 3 reasons why you're excited about it. I'm excited because I get to say some lovely things about my best friend. I get to acknowledge his lovely wife, and I get to share this beautiful day with him. And if you have that in the back of your mind, it puts you in the right frame mind for I'm going to enjoy this. And when you do that, your cardiovascular system actually relaxes into it, and you release endorphins. So that's your body will look at stress and excitement the same way. It's just how you perceive it. So just go on and say, I'm going to be really excited. Before you give your speech, go outside the room for 5 minutes. And I'd say do some really big space, take the victory sign, go out and make those signs, make those big gestures, so that your body actually feels more the power, the winner. And take some deep breaths and really just let your body feel the excitement and feel what you're actually doing for the day for this couple.
Wow, I'm feeling quite.
Yeah, John, just do it. Yeah, we all talk with our hands.
Yeah.
So if somebody gives you a microphone, it's like, oh no, you could start using your hands and the microphone's out here. So it's like plant it here so it doesn't move, and then the hand that you're more expressive with, let that be free.
Yeah.
And do whatever you need to do with it.
Yeah.
That is a problem, with when you're used to doing lots of gestures and having a mic. So hold it somewhere. Practice with a hairbrush, a bottle of water. Practice with it and try and just leave it here.
Yeah, exactly. I'll remind us, maybe refresh. What are your top 3 tips that people will take away from this video and go, okay?
I said the 3 P's that we spoke about, Sandra. It is the prepare. Prepare your speech, write a really good opening, a really good conclusion, and then the main body, put in three nice stories perhaps. That's the preparation. And then you're going to practice it. Practice the delivery of it. With the opening, you're going to memorize that and look around the room, get to see everybody who's there, and same with the conclusion. And then the pause, if people do laugh, give them space so they can laugh. Or if you've made a point, if you've said something pointed, maybe somebody who's not in the room, who's not there, and you want just a little bit of, I suppose, 5 seconds maybe for the people in the room to just acknowledge that. You want to give a pause. So you're leading them through your speech. Say the 3 P's, prepare, practice, and pause.
Very practical. There's a 4th thing. You got that one for free. So Karen, tell people where they can find you on the web.
I'm www.karenodonnell.ie, your communications consultant.
And she's an amazing communications consultant. This is Sandra Losty for Perfect Detail with Karen O'Donnell. Karen, thanks very much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.